What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another video on the channel. And in today's video, I am going to be sharing my Week 5 power rankings for the NFL season. Now, if you guys are new to the channel or this power ranking series, be sure to like and subscribe, as it does help out a lot. And yeah, let's just jump right into this. So, coming in, let's just start right with the power rankings. So, coming in at number 10, I have the Seattle Seahawks. Now, I debated putting them here or the Cowboys, so you'll see the Cowboys later on as an honorable mention, but I feel like that the Seahawks played a very good game against the 49ers. Russell Wilson played amazingly, which is part of why they're at number 10 over the Cowboys, is because I trust the Seahawks quarterback over the Cowboys quarterback, and also I feel like that I just trust the team as a whole more than the Cowboys because they're a more proven team. The defense played well. Jimmy G's injured again. They injured him again. I don't know, freaking Jimmy G. We'll talk about the 49ers later, but goddamn, how are you injured again, man? But yeah, I feel like Seattle is a pretty good team, and that they got a tough break with their schedule. At first, and then also, they lost, or they gave away comebacks, they lost games where they were, leading by a lot, at least halftime against the Titans and the Vikings, and I feel like Pete Carroll just has to clean that up a little bit, and then they will be a very good team, but for now, they're at number 10. Number 9, I've got the Chargers. Now, I might have the Chargers a little too low, but I had the Raiders at number 10 last week, and they beat them. So gotta move the Chargers in and move the Raiders out. The Chargers kind of dominated the Raiders. The Raiders only they shut out the Raiders for 3 quarters of the game, which was pretty impressive, especially the defense that the defense could do it. Also, Justin Herbert is absolutely amazing. 3 touchdown passes. Yeah, that is pretty good, and the defense just stifled a red-hot Raiders offense that, put up very good numbers against the Ravens defense, the Steelers defense. So yeah, that was a very impressive what their defense did to Derek Carr and that offense. And I feel like they might be a little bit too low, but I feel like they just gotta string together some wins, and I didn't like that loss to the Cowboys, which is why they're at number 9. Number 8, I have the Cleveland Browns. I actually moved the Browns down because I didn't like how they struggled with the Vikings, though it seems like the Vikings are a really good bad team, if that makes sense. The Vikings I don't know, man, but they play everyone close. They played the Browns close. I feel like they play everyone close. They just can't pull out the wins, So I guess I won't I'm not gonna hold them only being the Vikings by a little bit too much against them. Even though the Vikings are only 1-3. I just only moved them down to 1 spot, but. Baker Mayfield did not play good in this game. Nick Chubb also didn't play too good in this game as well. Nick Chubb hasn't actually been playing good for 2 straight weeks, so that's interesting. And yeah, the defense played good. You held Kirk Cousins only to 7 points, but that offense really needs to clean some stuff up. Jarvis Landry, I feel like with Jarvis Landry out, that offense isn't going to be anything special until he comes back. Okay, number 7, I have the Kansas City Chiefs. So, I wouldn't say struggled, but they had difficulties with the Eagles. So yeah, that's concerning. Now their offense was amazing. Their offense was absolutely brilliant, but their defense, they didn't even force the Eagles to punt one time. Not once in the whole game, so that's not too good. And I have major concerns of their defense, which is why they're this low, even though their offense is absolutely amazing. Patrick Mahomes can just pull out big plays all over the field to Tyreek Hill. Just throw it up to Tyreek Hill. It's going to be a touchdown. But yeah, that defense is really concerning, which is why they are at number 7. So, number 6, I have the Buccaneers. Now, that game was ugly against the Patriots. I mean, the Patriots did play like a very good game, but also, that high-flying offense, only scored 19 points against the Patriots defense, which, isn't the best. And then, that defense, that secondary is bad. Like, the secondary is bad, which is why I have concerns about their defense and their whole team in general. But, the offense, even though, like, it wasn't really that good of a performance, I still believe in their offense. It's just that, like, that secondary, man, like, they need to hope that like Shaq Barrett and JPP can just get pressure, and because otherwise, they're gonna get torched deep in their secondary. So I have them at number 6, though. Their defense is I would say a little better than the Chiefs, which is why they are ahead of them. Okay. At number 5, I have the Rams. Now I'm not gonna overreact. I've seen like people drop them all the way down from number 1 to like number 10 or something. I'm not going to overreact. I had them at number 1 last week, but I also had the new number 1 team at number 2 last week. So, I felt like it was a go-away game. Now everyone's jumping on the Cardinals bandwagon. Now I'm just like, I've been here the whole time. I've been here since last year, man. But yeah, I feel like the Rams, they came out a little flat because they had like such a high emotional game against the Bucs, and they beat like the reigning Super Bowl champs. So they were just like, all right, now we can beat anyone. And then they just kind of came in flat and they got their asses kicked by the Cardinals. But other than that, they played I actually can't yet, dude. They got dominated by the Cardinals, but I'm not gonna overreact so much after 1 week. Now, if they lose, again, then we'll have to see, and if they lose to a bad team, then we'll have to see. If they lose to the Seahawks, which I actually think that they might lose to the Seahawks, then they will drop. Like, they'll plummet down the rankings. But for now, I still believe in the Rams, and I have them at number 5. Okay, number 4, I have the Green Bay Packers. Now, that was just a perfect victory against the Steelers. Now, their defense, I'm not going to take too much away from that win with their defense, because the Steelers' offense is just like non-existent. But their offense was able to move the ball relatively well against the Steelers' defense, which is which is pretty impressive. But I don't think that they're like as good yet as the next 3 teams on the list, but I feel like that they are definitely trending back up to that direction of where we thought they'd be during the preseason. And I have them at number 4 right now. Okay, number 3, I have the Baltimore Ravens. So they went into Denver and absolutely dominated the Broncos. Lamar Jackson threw for a lot of yards, and actually like showed in this game that yes, he can throw the ball. Even though it's common belief that he can't when he actually can. And then other than that, they tied a record with like the 74 Steelers or something for like the most consecutive games with 100 rushing yards. Though they did have like. If the record wasn't in their mind, they wouldn't have done it. So, not going to take too much away from that one. Also, it's a longevity thing when we're talking about it right now. But, that rushing game is good, and it looks like the passing game is starting to heat up. Lamar Jackson can just find wide open tight ends because all the teams are just crowding the Bucs against the Ravens. And, that defense is pretty good. All that said, I feel like the Ravens are one of the 2 best teams in the AFC right now, and I have them at number 3. But at number 2, I have the Buffalo Bills. So the Bills defense is like the best in the NFL right now. 2 shutouts. They've already got 2 shutouts. So that's pretty good. And especially against like the Dolphins, who aren't a bad offense. And then also, I mean, Josh Allen really hasn't looked like he has last season, but I still believe in him to get back into his groove and get back to his form from last season. Other than that, I mean, yeah, that defense is gonna carry them far. They have good weapons outside, and even if Josh Allen just plays like good, not he doesn't even have to be spectacular. They can still, I mean, they'll still probably be like the best team in the AFC. So yeah, I'm gonna have the Bills at number 2, and the only reason they are at number 1 is because I've been on this team's bandwagon for like the whole year, and also they played like very impressively against a very good team last week. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys know who number 1 is, but let's just go through some honorable mentions. So I have the Cowboys as my first honorable mention. So this is basically just they're at 11 right now. I feel like I might be too low on the Cowboys. Trevon Diggs is like absolutely amazing. Like, yeah, goddamn Trevon Diggs. He's good. He's good. They also got Michael Parsons, who's also a really good defensive pickup for that. So their defense is actually good, which is was the primary concern for like everyone talking about the Cowboys going into the season. And like with a good defense, Stack really doesn't have to put up like monster stats. He can be more of a game manager. Zeke seems to be back in form, so who knows? The Cowboys can make a run like deep in the playoffs, and it's like almost a given at this point that they are gonna win the division. Okay, my second honorable mention is going to be the 49ers. So, I mean, Jimmy G's injured again. Like, goddamn. I mean, at this point, I would just like wait for him to get healthy, start him for one game, and then just trade him away. Like, start him for one game to like show that he still got it, and then just trade him away. Jesus Christ, man. I mean, unless he can't get back before the trade deadline, but like, goddamn, man, Jimmy G, like, stop being injured. I mean, I know it's not his fault, but yeah, this like has to be the final straw for Kyle Shanahan. It's just like, all right, we're moving on to Trey Lance now. I mean, other than that, like, I like their team. I still think that it's like basically the same team that went to the Super Bowl in 2019. With just a few. I mean, it's a little bit worse, though. They really haven't showed it this season yet, which is the problem. But I mean, they probably won't bounce back against the Cardinals because the Cardinals are just like high flying at this point. But I still believe in the 49ers, and I still think that they can make a run for a wild card spot. And then my final honorable mentions, I have the Raiders. Now, I mean, they just like came out of the gate flat, slow start, and that's like right out of the gate they fell down fell down big to the Chargers. But I mean, they're still a good team that's like beating up against some very, very, very good teams. They beat the Ravens and they beat the Steelers. So, and those were 2 playoff teams from last year. So yeah, I still believe in the Raiders, even though they lost the first game, and like that offense seemed to cool down, which is why they're at the final honorable mention spot. And I don't really trust their defense too much, though they do finally have a pass rush. So all in all, like, they're a good team. It's just that they don't really deserve to be in the top 10 right now. And at number 1, I'm pretty sure everyone knows this. I mean, most people have them at number 1. I've had them high, like, throughout the power rankings. Man, I had them at 2 last week when most people had them at 10. I didn't tell you, but like, here, I can show you guys something because I made my picks, for the week 14 NFL season, or no, not week 14, week 4 NFL season. My bad. So I'll just like post a screenshot here. Well, like you won't see it, but I mean you'll see it once I what's it called? Once I edit this video. So yeah, you will see it. But yeah, here let's go down to where's. Oh, by the way, I got 14 out of 16 right. So yeah, that's pretty cool. But yeah, I mean 18% picked the Cardinals, and I was one of the 18%. So yeah, let's go. I've been high on the Cardinals like this whole year. People have had them at like number 10, all the way jumping up to number 1. Like, that's not really realistic. Like, you have to admit that you guys were low on the Cardinals. Like, otherwise, they can't jump up from number 10 to number 1 just after one game. Like, that just doesn't make any sense. But yeah, jumping up from 2 to number 1 after they beat the number 1 team, yeah, that does make sense. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say here. I'm just like a diviner when it comes to the Cardinals. And I mean, I feel like they're gonna beat the 49ers next week, especially if Trey Lance is starting, because Trey Lance is not ready. That defense quietly has actually been really good. The pass rushing duo between Chandler Cox and that's not right. Why did I like mix up Chandler Jones and Fletcher Cox's name? Chandler Jones and J.J. Watt is absolutely lethal. Their offense with Kyler Murray, like, it's gonna be dynamic with Kyler Murray. Even James Conner had a good game last week. So yeah, the Cardinals are the number 1 team until they lose, or have a bad game and still end up winning against like a bad team or something. But yeah, I have them at number 1 for now, and I definitely expect them to stay at number 1. So anyways, that is going to do it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy it, and if you guys did, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Too easy!